Just need to create a party with Tony quickly. Come on, man. Fucking come on. Alright, welcome to SBR's 5-lapper trophy tournament final. Got two very strong teams in this final, both looking to, well, take the victory. 1 shot qualifying, 5 laps, 3 races. We've got Portugal as the first race, Britain as the second, and Brazil as the final race. So we come into for them to set their laps. We're going to watch the person who is in first at the time. This Pease is still in front from the get-go. Coming up into turn 5 now. Gets purple sector 1. Kozachi is in second. Takes that pretty cleanly through there. Hits the apex. Going up into turn 7. Now to turn 8. This is a very hard corner to nail, as you can spin very easily, and he has nailed it. Comes down into third, hitting the apex. Comes up into fourth. Brakes as late as possible as it's uphill. Looking for a very strong time here. And if he can keep it clean through here and not go wide, should have pole position. And he does. That is a 1:16.5. That is a super quick time, as 3 people invalidated their laps. It's Pyro lining up on the first row with him. Of course, both different teams. It's Pyro is 2.5 tenths off him. That is a super quick time from Pease there. As we know, he's a very quick driver. As we just wait to go into the race now. See what people are saying in the comments. As people shouldn't be too long of a wait, as there's nothing really to change. But we are going to wait the whole 30 seconds, as there's no formation lap, so it's going to be straight into the race. 5 red lights out are going to be straight away. There's 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 5 lights are out, and away we go. As Pease gets a decent start and Pyro gets a terrible start. There's 3 wide going into turn 1 as Pease is still in first place, but Kai goes into second place. Pyro down into third. That's not what he would have been wanting, but he's trying to battle for that second place against his teammate. Sorry, not teammate. Terence puts himself back up into 5th position. Pease is still in first place. He's got over a second, just under a second now. Looking strong from him. As Kai is just backing off from Pease. as from Pyro, sorry. As there was a spinner, Climb Bossy. Sorry, I never saw that one. But P's had a brilliant start on those soft compound tyres. You can brake it as late as possible up into there as it is uphill, and Pyro is just trying to chase him down. He's gained over a tenth from turn 8. As he's going to look to maybe gain some time on this straight. He's going to use some of his ERS, as we'll bring up the telemetry. As he doesn't seem to be using too much. He may just be as patient as possible here. As Pyro is just closing that gap to P's. Kai is still sitting in third place comfortably with Stretch RTs trying to fight him for that third place. See, Buzzwell will be happy with that 5th place from the start, as he did invalidate his first lap. Not what he would have been looking for. But it's Pyro's all over the back of RELPs now. Will we see him make a move, or will he be patient? It just looks that P's tyres just aren't working as well compared to its Pyro, as I think its Pyro will look for the move, as he is only a tenth off him. And they're going to go side by side into turn 1. They're both going to be draining their ERS. What's going to happen here is they go side by side, and P's, that's very clean through there. They're still battling, but I think its Pyro is going to take that first place from him for now. Will P's be able to battle back? He's going to look to use his ERS. He is using his ERS. He's got the DRS. He is going to go down the inside, and that is a super clean move by him. Has he gone too deep? He has not. As its Pyro goes into the back of him. Let's see what happens here as coming up into turn 8. Through turn 7, its Pyro hits the apex and P's doesn't. Turn 8. Needs to be super careful through there, as you could see P's rear tyres just overheating through there. Is Pyro going to look for another move on the main straight? He's going to have DRS this time to help him, as they both don't hit the apex very well. Now its Pyro is only 2.5 tenths off. He's going to have the DRS to help him. Is he going to use any of his overtake? DRS is now wide open. Let's see what happens here. He's all over the back of him. Pease is going on the inside line for the defensive, but its Pyro has got the move done very well there. And Pease gets a 2-second time penalty. That is going to be massive. Pyro will be very happy that he's got that, as he can now relax and just stay either in front, or he can let him go and stay within a 2 seconds. As see, Buzzwell also gets a 2-second time penalty. Let's see what's happening further down the grid, as Stretch Artiste is trying to close in on Kaizachi. It's only 5 tenths off him now. If he can keep that, he will have DRS to help him down the main straight. See, Buzzwell and Palipudo are having a little battle of their own at the moment. No, they're not, sorry. I was thinking of Palipudo and Turan. Climb Bossy is just not having a good race so far. I think that's his race over. Let's see, RELPs is now 7 tenths off. Will they be draining their batteries? They both won't be. They both turned it off, as Pyro's using his. He's got 3%. As Pyro does keep that first place, Pease is all over the back of him, and Stretch Artiste comes up into second place, but he does have a 2-second time penalty on the last lap. If Kai can keep it clean, he will take that third place from him. So Pyro just stays in front of Pease. P's now 4 tenths behind him. Sky is trying to fight back to stretch, but he just can't. Will we be seeing a move at all throughout this last lap? As it's Pyro is now coming through some of the last corners. Coming through the penultimate corner. As Kai's actually also gets a 2-second time penalty. That is not what he wants to be looking for. As it's Pyro is going to come across the line. Through the final corner. He's going to come across the line to take the lead. And take the win of this race. Can we see Kai make a move? Will he be making a move? It's going to be photo finish? And he doesn't. That's unlucky from him. As he was looking to for that podium, but unluckily got a 2-second time penalty on that last lap. See Buswell in 5th. He would be happy with that finish. The driver of the day is Stretch Artiste. That's what the game is saying. As it's Pyro, raced in PSGL, Britain. Yesterday, he is still going to be quite used to the track. He would have done some practicing before this, but I don't think he would have felt he had to do too much. But there is your results for the first race. As we are going to go into the second race here in just a short while. Will Pease be able to take a win here? He just got quite unfortunate with that 2-second time penalty. I'm sure he will be very angry at himself for that, as they're all going to be readying up. Four seconds to go till the next session. As we are loading in to the second race of this final. Silverstone is a very, very fun track to drive, but it can be quite difficult if your tyres overheat. So we're going to have to look at whose tyres are working the best at the right moments. Are we going to see any moves into Cop's corner? Will it be clean, or will it end up in a crash? We'll have to see, but as all the drivers are just picking their setups right now, making sure they got the right setups on, as we are going to come into the start here. As Pease is keeping his P1 for the moment. Klein is up into second. Kaizachi, as Pyro is now up into second. Pyro and Pease will be battling it out throughout the whole session here. See Boswell now up into fourth. He'll be happy with that. As he now dropped down, is Kai is now overtaking. Oh no, back to Pyro in second. Will Pyro be able to gain some time and overtake RELPs? Coming into Cop's corner here. think he did lift through there. He's taken that very nicely, wow. Let's see, Buzzwell has retired. I think he did invalidate. Pease is still in first place. Will Pyro be able to gain any time? I don't think he will be able to. Coming into the final corners now. And it looks like Pease will be taking that P1. As it was very close. 2,000ths. Wow. 2,000ths. As Pyro does take P1. Pyro must have just had the better last two corners there. Pease will not be happy with that, as he feels he had so much time in that lap. As you can see, 2,000ths. Wow. It's going to be super close between them two the whole race here. If Pyro can manage to maintain his place. He will be very happy with that coming into the last race. But anything can happen in these type of races. As we have an update on C Buzzwell and why he retired, he thought Cops was flat, but he soon found out that it wasn't. He spun and he had to retire. I'm guessing he hasn't done this track for a while. But as we are looking to come into this race, who will take P1 into the first corner? You can 3 red lights, 4 red lights, and 5 red lights. And the lights are out, and away we go. As it's Pyro and Pease both looked to have both a good start, but Pease does take that advantage through turn 1. As Pease does go into P1, but it's Pyro's going to be looking to battle, and he does go down the inside. Through Village, they're still battling. Pyro went wide to get a better exit. Will he be able to get the slipstream through here? He's looking to get slipstream. He's going to go around the outside. No, he's going to dive into the inside, and he does go down the inside of him. Has he pushed him too wide? No, he hasn't. That's very clean racing from them. As Pease still manages to maintain the lead. Are they going to go through Cops side by side? I think they are, unless one of them can get a better run down to Cops. As they are going to go side by side through Cops. Pease does take his P1 back from its Pyro, but Pyro is looking to battle through Maggots and Beckett's as he goes through Maggots, now through Beckett's. This is very good clean racing from those guys. I'm sure they're going to be happy with this, as its Pyro gets the better exit than Pease, and Pyro is still going to be looking to take that P1 from Pease. And does he? No, he can't manage to, as he's going to try to go around the outside, and he rear ends Pease. He's not going to be happy with that. Has he got wing damage? I don't think he has, as he's now going to look around to go around the outside, and he doesn't go around the outside, as Pease gets the better of it. And we're going to look to see if he makes a move through here. And he doesn't. Pease is going to manage. But is he going to dive down the inside, coming into Village? He's going to look to go around the outside. Is he going to look to get a slipstream here? Trying to go around the outside. Oh, he's going to get a better run because he went wide. They're going to go through side by side through Cops again. I don't think they are. Pease is just going to get that better. As it is, Pyro is going to look, and he can't, but he will look to get the move done down the hanger straight. as it's a pretty even exit from both of them there. It's Pyro. I'm sure he's draining his DRS here. ERS, sorry. And he does make the move stick. He makes the move stick as he went down the inside. Pease was looking for the move, but he couldn't. Kai now takes P3 in this race. This is nail-biting stuff here from these drivers. It's Pyro now 3.5 tenths up on Pease as DRS is now enabled. Is Pease going to look to send it down the inside? And he's not. Tyrant gets a 2-second time penalty. Is Pyro does get a good exit there. Will REL Pease be able to make a move? We will see here. As he's getting very close. He's going to look to go down the inside, is he? And he does look to go down the inside. But he can't make the move stick, as It's Pyro does just lean forward and get that move done. But It's Pyro didn't have a very good exit compared to Pease. Is Pease going to look to do the move here? I don't think he is. I think he's going to wait till the hangar straight. He's going to be patient here. As he's not, he's going to play the long game here. Taken up very well, considering he's in behind the dirt. Yeah, but It's Pyro does just get the better exit. Is It's Pyro now going to be draining his ERS? That is the question. But Pease is going to go down the inside. Is he going to look to stick the move? And he does stick the move very easily there. Let's see. Is Pyro going to battle back through here? No, he is not. This is like a game of tennis. It's so back and forth between these two, as Kai is sticking right behind them. And Kai does get the fastest lap with a 1:27.6. Pali Pader gets a 3-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm sure he probably got wing damage. As It's Pyro is looking to battle back through village, and he can't. He's going to go wide to get the better exit, and he does. And he's going to have that DRS to help him behind REL Pease. He's going to look for the move, or is Pease going to drain his ERS? And he goes down the inside. Oh, and he does make the move stick. Is he going to get a good exit through here? They both get a decent exit. I think It's Pyro got the better of it though, as Pease does get a little bit of snap of oversteer. I don't think Pease is going to be looking for the move here. He's just going to look to sit behind him through the hangar straight. Through Cop, sorry. Coming through Mackets and Beckett's now. Have to say this is great driving from both of them. Very clean. As is he going to look to make the move here? I think he is. Is It's Pyro going to defend? He's not. Is he just going to let Pease go straight by him? He did the exact same move the lap before. As It's Pyro is now going to look to go down the inside, and he does look to go down the inside. Has he left enough room for Pease? He has. They're going to be battling through turn 1 here. Pease is probably going to sit back. Yeah, he is. Very smart from him, as he's going to get the DRS. Coming into Luffield. Coming through into Village. There's a little bit of contact there. Nothing too major though, as Pease is going to get a great exit. And it's not the best actually, considering if he's wanting to make the move, but he does get good bit of overspeed there, as he is easily gonna go down the inside there, and he makes that move stick. But the question is It's Pyro gonna make the move on the hangar straight on the final lap? A Stretch Artiste is sitting behind them, maybe looking to overtake, but he will not, because It's Pyro is battling for the win here. Kaizachi will look to get the move done on Stretch Artiste as they're coming into Cops. It's Pyro is looking very strong behind him through Cops, as Kaizachi does get a 2-second time penalty again on the final lap here. As It's Pyro is going to look to make the move here. He's going to drain everything he's got in his ERS. I'm sure REL Pease is as well. Let's see, is Pease going to go on the defensive? And he does go down around the outside here. Oh, there's a little bit of contact maybe, as Pyro is now going to go down the inside. Has he overshot it? I don't know, as Pease is still fighting back. As he pushes Pyro wide. Pyro is not going to be happy about that one. Will Pyro... Wow. That was nail-biting stuff, that whole race. It was like a game of tennis. It was back and forth, back and forth. Oh my gosh. My heart is beating from that race. Wow. I'm sure Itzpara is not going to be happy with him pushing him wide. But at the same time, nothing he can really do there. Yeah, as he does put it in the chat, pushed him wide. As C Buswell gets 6th, Kai in 5th, Klein in 4th, and Stretch Artiste in 3rd. That's going to help Itzpara and his team here. Wow. As we're going into the last race here, who is going to be able to get the better of this? Klein Bossy does get driver of the day. I would agree with that one there. This could go any way here in Brazil. Someone could get a penalty. That's their race over. Will we see a spinner from the front two? That is the question. As Itzpara may feel that he pushed him a little bit too wide there, meaning that Pease could take that win, but it was on and off from them. It was bound to happen at some point. To be honest, I don't think there was anything wrong with that, but he may still report it to get those extra few points in for his team. As we're now going to be waiting to load back into the lobby for the final race of this tournament. What a tournament it's been. It's been going on for a few weeks now. 16 teams, I believe, started. And now we're down to just 2. This is nerve-wracking stuff here. So we're going to see who gets the better qualifying in just 30 seconds time, maybe even less. You've got 2 more people to ready up. Itzpara is in front of Pease by just 1 point. This is nerve-wracking stuff here. I'm nervous for the drivers, so God knows what the drivers will be feeling at this moment in time. The session is going to start in 10 seconds. Who is going to take pole position here in Sao Paulo? Of course, Brazil is a very fun track to drive. Coming into turn 1, Kaizachi is going to stay in the lead here as Tyrant now goes in front, but Kaizachi is now in the lead. RLP is not far behind him. Kai takes that apex very well. We're going to watch his onboard through these few corners. Comes down into 6th. Had to come off a bit as he felt. Comes down into 2nd. Not my choice of gears. I'd stay in 3rd. But is he going to hit the apex? He took that corner perfectly, but now Ariel Pease is in front. Let's gonna see what happens in these final few corners. Will Pyro be able to take the lead on the main straight? I don't think his Ariel Pease has got the better exit. Will it be a photo finish like last time? How many thousands, hundreds or tens will there be in it? As Ariel Pease does come up, as Pyro takes pole again on the main straight. That's twice he done that now. Wow. I think Pyro's setup just had that little bit better of a straight line speed. How many tenths were in that? The 300ths were in that. Very close between these two drivers as they've been battling it out all session. Who is going to have the better race pace is what I want to know. As Kai's actually takes for P3, he'll be very happy with that. Klein Bossy in 4th, he will want to look to overtake Kai so he can help out his team as he's sitting in 6th at the moment. Two drivers DSQ'd, C. Buzzell and Tyrant. Very strong times from both It's Pyro and Ariel Pease, especially as it's one shot. So it's very hard to nail one perfect lap. But consistency is key in this game, as it has been proved many times by many drivers. As there's 3 lights now out, now 5, we're going to go into the final race here of the SBR Trophy tournament, and it looks like It's Pyro. Ariel P's got a better start than It's Pyro's. Ariel P has taken the lead into turn 1. Is he going to keep his lead? And he does. It's Pyro's going to look to battle back through the centre S's here. Coming into turn 3 now. Will he look to overtake? And he is going to look to overtake down here, and he can't make that move stick. Unfortunate from him, as he's going to look to battle out through this next few laps. Ariel P's just has the better pace so far at the start of this race. As Ariel P's, as It's Pyro spins, that is not what It's Pyro wants. If he, I'm shocked. It's Pyro is going to be fuming with himself right now. As Kai's actually is now going to look to battle at P's. Will he be able to? I don't think he will be able to. That's not what It's Pyro and his team wanted. I think Tyrant will let him through. But see, Boswell and Palipador are going to be defending him like champions, as some would say, to help their team out. As Klein Bossy really needs to get in front of both of these drivers now, if they want a chance, really. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. We'll see what's happening further down the grid. As Palipador is putting a lot of pressure on Klein at the moment. Oh, as Palipador just gets that little bit of oversteer. Hitting the apex there, coming in with 3rd. As Klein Bossy just gets the better exit. Tyrant now being overtaken by It's Pyro. It's Pyro is going to look to drive up the grid. So there's a little bit of a lock up from Palipador there. But I think Ariel P's and Kai are just going to help each other to drift away from this race. But I have to say, Klein Bossy is doing a very good job there. As It's Pyro now sets the fastest time here. That just shows his pace. It's just unfortunate that he's spun. You're going to watch It's Pyro and his battle up the grid. How much positions will he be able to gain through these corners? As P is still in P1. He's going to be very happy that Pyro spun, but on the other side, Pyro will not be happy at all. Palipador cannot put any pressure on Klein. See, Boswell is dropping far back from Palipador, as It's Pyro is now putting a lot of pressure on C. Boswell, gaining a lot of time through these corners. will he be looking to make the overtake into turn 1? As I think he is just going to sit back and get that DRS from him, and he is. He's got a much better exit than C Buswell, but C Buswell is going to try help out his team and defend like a champion, like Fernando Alonso. Will he look to make the move? And he's going to make the move around the outside, and he does make that move stick, I reckon, and he does. He just gets in front of C Buswell before the corner can happen, as Itzpar is now going to look to fight to gain to Palais Perdue. Will he be able to make that move? I do not know. I think he's just a bit too far back to make the move, but Palais Perdue and Klein will be battling, so he will be able to catch up just that little bit. But Klein is just drifting away from Kai here, as you can see. It's looking good for RELP's team here, as Tyrrell gets another 2-second time penalty. It's not going well for him. He is looking to get that DRS. He is in the DRS range. Will we be in the DRS range for the DRS? And I reckon he will, as he's only 7/10 behind, as Palais Perdue is 9. This Paro now does have DRS. He's not going to make a move here, I don't think. He's just going to sit behind. Tyrrell has now retired from the session. He's spun. Has he spun? Or has he just gone straight into the wall? We will not know. As it looks like coming through on this final lap, it looks like RELP's team will be taking the victory here in the final of the SBR Trophy Cup final. As Itzpar is in 8% ERS, he's really pushing those tyres. He's really gaining to Palais Perdue. Is he going to be super aggressive on those tyres? He is. Will he make a move through here? He's not. He's going to play it safe. Maybe try get the switchback on this final corner. I don't think he will be able to. Will Palais Perdue be able to defend from Itzparo? And he does, and Itzparo has gone wide. That's his race over, unfortunately, I reckon, as RELP's comes to take the victory here in Brazil. And he has helped his team, and so has Kaizachi, to take the win for the SBR 5-lapper trophy tournament. What a tournament. What a race. What a number of races, sorry. It's just unfortunate it's Pyro. If it's Pyro is up there, I reckon there would have been a much closer battle, but I have to say, RELP's team have taken the... I have to say from my side that they have won. It was super close beforehand, but Itzparo is going to be fuming with himself that he spun on that opening lap. It's not what he was looking for. RELP's does get driver of the day, making up 1 position. Is really not going to be happy with that, but there's nothing he can do at this moment in time. He's going to try and appeal RELP's in Britain, I reckon, for pushing him wide, so he can't celebrate too early that they have won the tournament, but it will be very close. Well earned victory here in Brazil for RELP's. As we'll go down the final results here in Brazil, as RELP takes P1, 2 races in a row now. It's Kaizachi in P2, Kleinbossi P3, Palais Perdue P4, Itzparo P5, C Buswell P6, Stretch Artiste in P7, and Tyrrell just retired on those final few laps, but he took P8, getting some points there. But thank you very much for tuning in for the final of the SBR Trophy Tournament. We'll see you next time.